for us to make some soil blocks, transplant some plants, mainly leeks and onions and celery and stuff like that. We've shown this process in last year's vlog, and we're excited to have the spring start here. It's always such a long winter season, such a short growing season, that it's really exciting that we have the cold frame so we can get started a little earlier. So the entire idea with soil blocks is that you don't have any plastic cup or paper cup or anything around the soil, that the roots will then circle, but that they will air prune at the side of the soil block. You add a lot of moisture to it so that liquid comes out when you press against it. You make the soil blocks, you put in the plants, and then they're just ready to be put straight into the soil. A very nice system. Now you can start with these tiny soil blocks that will then fit into these soil blocks. Then you have a bigger 4x4x4 soil block where these ones will fit in should you want to transplant tomatoes. Thank you, Eddie. Just put some in. Needs to be very liquidy. Lots of water so it comes out. But it's good to have helpers who can do that for you.
That's all I got.
Thank you, that is perfect, Ellie. Then you want to let this dirt mixture, the soil mixture, rest for about half an hour so it really soaks it all up. The organic matter in here is usually quite dry, and it takes a while till it's all soaked through so that your soil blocks have the best kind of results. I usually make a patty like this right up on top here, and you really want to press this in here and make sure you have really nice soil blocks, and then put them right on top of here. Now I'm using these, I think 20 or 25 millimeter placeholders, whatever you might call them. They're pushing these holes into the soil blocks. That's where we're going to transplant the leeks, onions, celery in, and then from there we'll just be able to put them right into the garden. Now obviously just the same here as with plastic cups or paper cups, you still don't want to wait too long until you plant them in bigger soil blocks or into the garden, because then obviously both the nutrients and the space will be gone for the plant to develop, and it'll just stop in its process of getting bigger and nicer. One of the really nice things with a cold frame like this is that you roll up. You can slowly, gradually get the plants used to the weather. You can just roll it up. You can gradually expose the plants to wind, to some rain, to direct sunlight, because all of that is hard for plants that you started indoors, and they're very sensitive. They couldn't handle direct sun full on all day long. So you just roll it up. When it gets too hot, you can just adjust the little microclimate here that the plants need. These tomato plants had gotten very tall and skinny inside, and here they're now getting really strong, and soon they're going to go straight into the greenhouse. All of you guys who saw me build this remember that I have a double layer of plastic on here, which really helps this entire cold frame to stay warmer. It insulates the air between these two layers. So it has been freezing at night the last few nights still, and the tomatoes have been in here without any extra heat. Just the warmth of the house and the cover have kept it warm enough. I think it was Elliot Coleman who said that per layer of plastic in a greenhouse tunnel, you move your climate southward 500 miles or something like that. So that's quite exciting. So the climate in this cold frame, if it's closed and airtight, would be the same as northern Italy. Well, it feels like spring is really finally arriving here on the homestead. We will first have grass on the pasture in the middle of May actually. So that'll be a while still, but it feels so good. We've had so little sunlight this entire winter, and it feels so good to finally have some sunlight, even though it's really windy, which makes it cold. But we're super excited. We hope that you guys have a really nice weekend. Get some rest. Hope you have nice spring weather wherever it is you are, and I will see you very soon. We have some exciting announcements coming up, so hope to see you soon. Bye bye guys.